Now, you didn't go into the nail business or the beauty business and do accountancy. But as a businesswoman and as a businessman who happens to work in the field of nails, you owe it to your business and yourselves to know about stuff like costs. Otherwise, you'll never know if you're making any money and you won't know what to charge. Very, very important. Another question I want to ask you, or want you to think about, is do you know how satisfied your clients are? The question is not, are your clients satisfied? The question is, how satisfied are they? So if 1 was dreadful and 10 was fantastic, where would your clients be putting you? The fact that your clients still want you is not an indication of how satisfied they are. It's an indication that there's nobody at this moment in time who's better. That still might mean that you're only marked at 5 out of 10, there's just nobody else. So if somebody else comes along who's 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, you're going to lose them. So, you need to understand your clients. What is it that your clients like about you? What are your strengths? What are you better at than anyone else? Is it the fact that you go on training? Is it the fact that you come to shows like this? Is it the fact that you keep up to date? Is it the fact that you enter competitions and win? We didn't win Best Training Provider of the Year last night. Got my posh frock on. So my business partner. We're at the awards, expecting to go up and get it, and we didn't. But I'm not bitter. I've only mentioned it 36 times this morning. But we enter competitions and we're recognised and we were in the final for what we do. That's important to our clients. What's important to yours? You can use your existing customers to find out how wonderful you are and use their comments in your publicity material. So, 99% of the clients who have nail services at Floss's Nails said that the service was absolutely wonderful. 100% of clients said you were this, that and the other. So you can use this feedback in your marketing communications, in little leaflets that you give out, or in an editorial that you might send to the local press. And also, you can use existing customers to get new customers. So if I'm a really satisfied customer of yours, I'm marking you 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, perhaps there's some way where you can incentivise me to bring in my friends. For every new client you bring in, Jill, we will give you X. So think about what you can do with your existing clients who will act in marketing speak as what we call an advocate. So if I was your client, what can I do to my contacts to get them to come to you? And how are you going to thank me for that or incentivise me for that? Word of mouth, as you know, is the greatest recommendation. As I said to you at the beginning, I haven't got time to explain everything. I'm just trying to give you a flavour. Strengths and weaknesses are always seen through the eyes of your customer. So if you think you're great at something and your customers think you're rubbish, you're rubbish. If I think I'm brilliant and you think I'm useless, I'm useless. You should always try and measure yourself against somebody who is better. So if there is a nail technician in your area that is always winning awards, try and find out what she's doing. Or better still, a nail technician that is out of your area, so there's no competition issues, and ask how she does things. You would love it if somebody rang you from Edinburgh saying, I've heard you're wonderful, would you mind if I spent the day with you? I wouldn't mind at all, come down. Obviously you wouldn't want to do it in the salon up the road. So that's what we call benchmarking, is measuring what you do against people who are better than you. No point looking all the time down there, oh yeah, we're better than them, we're better than them. If you want to improve, you've got to look at who's up here. and map and measure what you do against what they do. Benchmarking. So who are your competition? Your competition is any business that offers some or all of your offering. So yes, that's another nail studio, but that's also Boots the chemist or any other drugstore that sells an emery board or nail varnish remover. You are also competing against other things for my money. You're competing against me booking a holiday. You're competing against a new pair of shoes. And that's a toughie. You set of nails and pair of shoes. So you know your competition. Your competition is not just nail studios. And your competition, as I say, is always through the eyes of your customers. So you might think somebody's not competition, but they might be through my eyes. How does your offering rate against your competition? Is it better? Is it worse? Is it the same? And how do you know? Are you guessing? Are you making an assumption? Know your competition. Everything you know about your business, you really need to know about their business, even down to the colour of their toilet rolls. And I mean that. Planning for your business. Planning for your business is vital. And where you start, the foundation is understanding where your business is now. Because that's the foundation. It's like building a house. You've got a good foundation, you build upon it, and that foundation is knowing everything. Knowing your costs, knowing your profit margins, knowing the level of highly profitable, averagely profitable, least profitable clients, what your competition is, where are you now? Then when you understand where your business is now, then you can start looking at, well, where do you want it to be? And then when you know where you want it to be, what your goals are, your objectives are, you can then start looking at, well, what are the different ways of getting you there? It's like coming to the show this morning. You know you wanted to get here. That was your objective. But you could have got here by car, train, tube, bus, bike, skateboard. So there's many ways to get you where you want to be. So where are you now? Where do you want to be? What are the different ways that will get you there? And then you cost them all out, and then you choose one. But then how do you know you will have arrived? Again, saying to somebody, or having as an objective, you just want to be the best, is not good enough. It's how will you recognise when you are the best? So you be very careful when you're setting your objectives. So a basic plan is what I call APIC. Analysis, plan, implement, control. Most people start off at implement. Oh, let's have an open evening. Yeah, I went to the show, I bought a new product, I'm going to launch it. Let's have an open evening and invite all our customers. But woo, let's go back. Why are you doing this? What do you hope to achieve? Have you done your costings? What do you want from this open evening? Who are you going to invite? So you need to analyse everything, plan for everything before you actually do it. Implementation is the doing of it. And then when you've done it, you then have what we call the control mechanism. And the control mechanism is when you say to yourself, yeah, that worked. Why did it work? Could it have worked better? That didn't work. Why didn't it work? What would I do different next time? And then what you learn from your control feeds into your analysis for next time. So this is a basic plan that you need to use for virtually everything. Before you buy a new piece of equipment, before you book on a training course, go through that and ask yourself constantly, why? Okay, so in summary, that means you can relax now and start putting your shoes on and put them off. Your business must move forward. There's no such thing as a business standing still.